All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol NIO, NEO Inc. And before I jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors, and to all my subscribers, welcome back. Let's jump into this chart. So NEO has had a very bearish run in the last week, and towards the end of the week, there was a slight recovery by the bulls. They were able to break through the 50-day moving average. They were down below $16 and some change, very close to 17 bucks, and they hit highs here of about $18 and some change. That was our resistance levels that were not able to be broken. The bears reappeared, brought this to hang out obviously below the 50-day moving average. And as we can see, if I put this back up at the $18 mark and some change, it's pretty parallel to the point where this is going to be very important now for tomorrow and the rest of this week if the bulls are able to break through this next resistance level that they finally broke through the 1862 mark, and they're now settling at 1869. And we're going to have to see if the bulls can continue this run and hit new highs, because that was the true resistance level that was giving them some trouble. Now they're slightly above it. They broke through the 50-day moving average, and here we are. The bulls having a run, broke through resistance, and it hit new highs. So let's move our resistance levels and supports to their new locations, and we're going to see what is important for tomorrow. All right, let's zoom in here. So the first thing is our support. I really want to point that out because this is the lowest point as this leveled off, and then there was a slight lower point, but this is the lowest point in between this leveling off that was considered to be our new support. I know that we have this one here. This is closer to the 50-day moving average, but that was a very volatile candlestick. And in between it, this kind of breaks even and takes away that extra gap, because if I was to put this down here as the support, that's an extra amount of room that most investors can actually have some sense of direction and pay attention to in between 1833 and obviously down here at 1822. And you can kind of distinguish if this is going to continue to hit newer lows if it breaks through 1822, or if it hangs out in between 1833 and 22, the bulls can actually reappear, and it can make you make better and wiser decisions as investors paying attention to this one. But let's go ahead and look at our support level here, 1833. If that gets broken through by the bears, obviously they're on their way down to newer lows. They're going to want to then break through 1822, which is the lowest point here before this continued to run and it leveled off here. 1833 is a closer point to look at. If it breaks through it, you're going to want to see if the bears continue to bring this down and get close to 1822 or break through it, or if the bears just kind of hang out in between and the bulls reappear to save this one and bring it back up, because it's still in bullish territory even if it breaks through these two support levels, but it's just getting closer to the 50-day moving average, which is the bears' goals. Now, if they are able to break through 1822, I highly recommend paying very close attention to the stock and what is going on in the charts and who is dominating this one, because even though it's still in bullish territory, the bulls can be on their way to losing leverage, and the bears will start to bring this to newer lows. Our 50-day moving average is very important. I'd also write that down. It's 1812. If that gets broken through, this is now in bearish territory, and it will start to test newer lows. And the bears are going to do their best to test newer lows and break through new support levels. So keep that in mind. But before all of that, 1833 is the support level. I'd pay very close attention to if it breaks through it and how it behaves in between. Now, after closing at 1869, they finally broke through the support that they needed to create. So they had a resistance level here of about 1862, 1863 that was definitely holding them back. And then there was a slight one above it right here at this point, which was 1865. And that point forward has been broken through. Those two resistance levels have been broken through, and they finally created a support slightly above it at 1869. Now the question is, will the bulls continue this momentum and pull themselves further away from the 50-day moving average? For them to do so, they need to break through 1878, turn that into support, and start to work their way up to newer highs. I mean, those will be newer highs within the last couple of days, but the highest resistance here in between all of this bearish run is way up here at about $19.17. So if 1878 gets broken through, 1917 is their next point of reference that they want to break through and turn into support. But they've already accomplished to break through the 50-day moving average and stay above it. Now we're in bullish territory, and the bulls need to continue this momentum by breaking through 1878, turn it into support, and start to reach newer highs. Hope you guys found this video helpful and informative, and it means you all well. To all my first-time viewers and investors, welcome again to my channel, and if you feel encouraged or inclined to subscribe, please do so, but don't forget to click on the bell by turning on all notifications so you don't miss a single video. Also, my subscribers, double check if you've turned on the bell so that you can be up to date on every chart analysis, that I post. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up. I highly suggest checking it out. It's another one of the analysis and videos that I'm doing in my channel. So just check it out if you have the time to do so. It's going to pop up soon, and if it hasn't already, just check it out. Click the button, and I highly recommend you guys checking it out. Great information and great stuff so that you guys don't miss out on that information as well.